Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 352, or if you are in Mind Mastery, this is episode 466. I hope you're doing absolutely brilliant today. It is the festive season, this time of year. I like to reflect on what I've been through, where I'm heading, what I've achieved, and what needs to change. You see, as we close down the year, it should be your priority, your obligation to reflect on what has been happening in your year. So for me personally, it's been a crazy cool year, having run our first set of retreats, having closed down Mind Mastery. Well, in a way, you can still get in, but you can only get in by application and interview. And also, because of that, you get your tailored and custom experience with me. It's really become like the best thing ever. And it's been awesome that we've had the opportunity now to have it open and now actually have it only by application, because we only get the right people in, because not everyone is in it. I mean, it's like you, right? If you have your social friends, you don't want everyone to be able to be in your social friend group, because some people won't fit your values or the drive, the motivation. And it's been absolutely epic in that way, because we've got to this point now where we can really deliver something special. And it's been an amazing year for me. Lots of big changes, transformations. I'm now going into 2018 with a better awareness of where I'm heading as a person. Resting more, because I've been crazy working hard. We're moving, we're going to a different place. And we're changing the business model, as I said, to really make it a custom experience within Mind Mastery. So if you ever want to try to get into Mind Mastery, all you have to do is go to josephclough.info/mindmastery or josephclough.info/apply to be able to apply to get into Mind Mastery, and we'll kind of set up that strategy call with you to make sure you're a good fit for us, and we can actually make sure we deliver the fully custom experience for you. And I've noticed that every year I go through my year, ultimately a reflection of where I am, what do I need to change, what do I need to improve. Big awakenings happen. You have epiphanies, right? So if you make this your obligation to yourself between now and the new year, if you're really highly motivated, you'll do it today or this week at least, to be able to notice if you are where you want to be in the world. And by that, I mean in your health, in your relationships, in your business, in your career, in your finances, in your just general, your abundance, like you're mentally and emotionally and even spiritually where you want to be. Now, I know without a doubt, most people will not have all areas of their life covered. I mean, even me, right? I know all this stuff, yet I'm always trying to push forward, learn more, grow more, so I can become the person who is excelling in every area of my life. Some things have had to take a bit of a back burner as I was focused on a business. My health has not been as good. It's still pretty good, but it's going to get better as we move into this new 2018. But I really want you to consider right now, I mean, do this as soon as you can, right now if possible. And I literally did this just the other night, and it's been more than one time, to get clear on where I am in each area of my life. And to be honest, here's the thing, I'm going to give you a little tip which I actually gave you in Mind Mastery, which I got from my dad, who also got it from Tim Ferriss, and I think he was interviewing someone. And it's really cool about making decisions, but we're going to move it into something else, okay? So if you can imagine this, in your health right now, if you gauge yourself, 10 being the most profound health, 0 being the worst health, like the health that you absolutely detest and you're worried and fearful and you hate it and you just want to change, where would you place yourself between 1 and 10, but you can't use the number 7, okay? So if you have if you think about your health and you go, oh my goodness, I can't use a number 7 now, because 7 is like no man's land. It's like what everyone chooses more often than not. It's the okay place. And we don't want okay. We want excellence. We want profound efficiency, the unlimited unconscious and conscious mind. So where are you with your health? Would you go below the 7 because you can't choose it, or would you go above it? And just take a note of that. So maybe it's a 5, maybe it's a 3. And then go ahead and do the same thing right now when it comes to your finances. Where are you out of 10? You can't use number 7 again. Are you at like an 8, 9, 10? I am totally financially abundant. I'm financially secure. Or am I a 6, a 5, a 4, a 3, and a horrible 2 and a 1 and things like that when it comes to your finances? And be really real with yourself. Just say it out loud in your head right now, or in your head, outside your head right now, where you would fit yourself, and become aware. Remember that number. And then go ahead and consider your relationships. Can't use number 7 again. Is it a great 8? Is it an amazing 9? Is it a fabulous 10? Or is it a 6, horribly a 5, or a 4, or a 3? Whether you're in a relationship or you're out of one, where would you gauge yourself out of 10 when you cannot use the word 7? Make a mental note of that right now, or write it down physically. And then go ahead and consider, let's go for so we've done your health, we've done your finances, we've done your relationship. Let's go ahead and see your career and business. Are you hitting your career goals, your business goals? Out of 10, 10 being amazing, 0 being horrible, or 1 being horrible. Where would you be if you could not use the number 7? Is it below, is it south of 7, or is it north of 7? And make a note of that. And then go ahead and consider just like your own personal development. Like, are you emotionally, mentally, and I mean spiritually maybe for you, or just in your personal development, where are you out of 10 and you can't use 7 again? It's really tricky, right? Because now you're going, oh, actually, I can't use number 7. I'm kind of verging down into the 6 and a 5 and a 4 and a 3 maybe. Or it's pushing you up, going, actually, you know what? I'm an 8, Joseph. But be aware of that. Where are you in your development? And then go ahead and consider, in general, what are your goals for 2017? What are the type of feelings that you wanted to experience more of? What are the type of where you wanted to be in your location, in your areas of your life in general? Where would you gauge yourself? Are you south of 7 or are you north of 7? And go ahead and make a note of it. And then as you summarize that, like if you get your mean average, notice where that would be. So where would you roughly say out of all of them, are you absolutely epically happy in the majority of your life? Or are you on the, once again, below 7 in the 6 and the 5s and the 4s and the 3s when it comes to your emotional freedom? Because that can also mean like if you have like your issues, if you made improvement there, you still anxious, worried, or you still like experiencing those blocks in your business, and you're not just hitting the $10,000, $20,000 a month kind of thing in your business, or even $500,000 a month. Where would you gauge yourself in your expectations of where you wanted to be this year? Now, if you experience like, oh my goodness, I am way below 7, or even if I'm a 6 or a 5, it's okay. You see, now is when you get everything in order. And if you're going to make a change, you cannot exist on the 7 level, okay? Because that is really no man's land. You can't really experience the best out of life on 7. Now, you may not even be able to experience an 8, 9, 10, or definitely a 10 out of 10, maybe in all areas of your life. Because obviously we go through life and sometimes you shift your attention on your health, and that means your business might go down a little bit. It happens because with great intensity, you will have to fall back sometimes on some other areas. But if your theme for the year was financial abundance and you didn't quite get it, become aware of that. And I want you to notice the feeling which comes with it. Now, even if it is disappointment, if it's frustration, if it's anger, or, like the disappointment, I want you to be able to harness that. Like, make this your wedge where you divide this situation. Go, do you know what? I am not experiencing life the way that I want to. Now, as I think about that, have I applied the right kind of action to actually deal with this year? So if I'm unhappy with where I am out of 10 generally or in a specific area of your life, have you applied the consistent action which was able to, or intentionally trying to get to the 8, 9s, and 10s? Because if you haven't applied the right action, now's your time to refocus and come up with a strategy, a game plan to be able to take that action. Make it the year of action if that is the case. And if you said, look, Joseph, I tried everything this year, ask yourself, have you tried everything? Have you found every strategy in the whole world? Have you tried everything to be able to get to where you want? And be honest with yourself. If you haven't, it's okay, because now is the opportunity to do something about it. You see, there is great transformation in pain. There's great transformation in disappointment, because with every breakdown, I think there's an opportunity for a breakthrough. So if you're disappointed in where you are right now or in a certain context in your life, it's okay. I want you to utilize that as fuel. There are 2 ways that we're motivated in life. One, through the positive. So you're going towards something, the carrots, right? And then the one which is like the away from, which is like the stick, the pain, the stress, the fear, all the things which are like, kind of go, I can't handle my situation. Now, I don't always think that the pain is the best one to change. I already like just for pure motivation. But if my life's not how I want it, my finances are not how I want it to be, or my business isn't, I want pain to move me. If I'm not willing to move myself, I want to use that pain. I want to be able to utilize it to make me do something. And you'll see it throughout history. If you just look at all the lots of the business people, they didn't just fall into this and go, well, I'm just successful, I'm just going to get more successful. Usually they came up against a challenge. So something happens in their life where they need to be able to create something, make money, do something, even if it's like an emotional family pain, which makes them want to go on a mission to solve an issue for themselves or the family, which then creates a business, or whether they have some financial burden and they have to do whatever it takes to get out of it. Otherwise, they're going to go to jail or they're going to do something. That reminds me of Richard Branson's story, where he was threatened to go to jail or pay like £100,000, which back then would have been far greater. And he had to hustle hard, do whatever it takes, because the emotional pain of going to jail if he couldn't pay off that fine was so high that he became successful because of it. He leveraged pain. And I want you to leverage whatever you've got right now. Like, think about it. Think about the emotional pain. And if you want to go crazier harder on this, which if you are, let's go ahead for that. Think about what will happen if you do not change. Think about that. If you do not change, how will you feel emotionally? Now, if you're going, oh, Joseph, I'm not going to feel great emotionally at all, then now, once again, let's leverage it, because there's a solution. There is a way that you can experience a life the way that you want to. There is a place, there is a time, there is a strategy where you can become emotionally free, where you can have the abundance, the business, the career, the relationship, the freedom from your issue. There is always a strategy. If someone's done it before, then you can do it too. If you know someone who has the wisdom about the mind, you know that they have the advice for you or the strategy for you. They can help you with that. There are always opportunities, so use that pain. But if you want to be able to just widen the gap and go, look, this is where I am out of 10 in the areas of my life. The overrule where I am out of 10 when I can't use 7. There's what happens if I cannot change or I do not change because I haven't either applied the right type of action the massive action that is, like doing whatever it takes, or I haven't found the right kind of solution, the right strategy. And this is what happens if I do not change. Because I believe a lifetime regret is like the worst thing ever. Like, I do not want to regret my life, and I do not want to experience that emotional pain when I think of something that I really want, or how I want to change emotionally, my confidence, or whatever it is, right? I don't want that. So then I think, okay, how will my life change? How will every area of my life change if I were to finally get a handle on this one block, this one conflict which is getting in the way? How would it change my health? How would it allow me to connect with my partner, my family, my children, if I can finally let this go? How will it transform my finances if I have that unconscious autopilot system which will just get me what I want easily and effortlessly? How will it be? How will that financial abundance allow me to help my family, my extended family, help charities? I mean, I am building something for myself because I want to help the world, not only by providing information, not only by providing the highest quality service that I can think of, what I've ever experienced when it comes to personal transformation. Is like, I believe it's the number one thing in the world with this new strategy we have now. And then also the financial abundance we can get from that, how we can actually help charities, build charities, and help people in the world to be able to do it. There's my big goal and plan and vision, right? That abundance will allow me to do that. So think about that abundance if you were to just let go of it. And it might not even be financial abundance. The abundance of love, the abundance of passion and purpose, the abundance of just giving freely, being the most authentic self. That is abundance too. The emotional and the physical, the internal, the external, the material, the inner material of abundance. If you were to change, just like that, how would that significantly change your circumstance? Now use that as your driving force. That means we have enough pain, we have enough motivation to be able to do what we want to do and figure it out, reach out, make a commitment to yourself, make a decision, make an investment, make like anything, right? Even investment through time. You see, there was a time when I didn't have the money. So I used to do my part-time job as well as trying to see clients and everything when I started out. I would get my part-time job. Any moment I could think of, I would be reading a book on hypnosis, NLP, on coaching, on business, all the time. Like all the time. If I was like a porter in a hospital, so sometimes I could have my earphones and I was listening to personal development programs while I was working. Like I would just hustle hard because my circumstance had to change. And it was the same thing when I was experiencing that limitation in my business. I had to hustle hard to be able to get out there into the world and be able to make things happen, get the right clients into my business, because it's all mentality. It's all about your persistence, your action, the things that you do, and also the things that you're not doing right now. So use this time as a period of reflection, of becoming clearer of where you are when you cannot use the number 7. So out of 10, if you're south of 7, you must change. You must do something, because you don't want to go through another year of below 7, right? You should be doing whatever it can to get to the 8, 9, and 10 in whatever context or every area of your life. Like, do whatever you can. If it means you have to get another part-time job to be able to find the investment to work with someone, or to find the solution to be able to educate yourself, to go to university, go to night school, whatever it is for you, right? I mean, there's many solutions here, and you'll find the right one, the person or the system which will gravitate towards you most. But you will have to hustle down, double down to be able to get what you want sometimes, and it's okay. That is where the tension can build awakening. The grit can cause you to unleash something so powerful and special that you go, look, I made it because of me. I didn't have to rely on someone else. I may have got help along the way. I might have had the strategies from someone else or the system. But you know what? I did this. This is my success. And that is what I want for you for 2018. the attitude of that I'm going to drive that fear. I'm going to drive the doubt. I'm going to drive the lack of to make me move forward into the feeling of freedom and success in whatever endeavor I choose. So think about that. Reflect on this year, because that's something that I'm doing and I have done, and I know for a fact where I'm heading now. I've got the clarity, I've got the strategy, I know exactly what's going to happen, and it is going to be a fabulous year, and I want you to join me with that. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Out of 10, if you can't use 7 in your health, your relationships, your career, your finances, your general development or spirituality, all those kind of things, and then a overall number 7, notice where you are. Sorry, overall out of 10 without using number 7, notice where you are, because this could be your year where everything changes. I've always improved every year. There's been things I've had to conquer. There's been bigger challenges than previous years, but you know what? I get better and stronger each and every time, because I know that with the right attitude, the facts don't count. I will do whatever it takes. I will help, I will create, I will build me to be who I want to be in the world. So I want you to be like that as well. So make this time an opportunity for you to shine and do what is right, okay? Make sure you go ahead and do that. And as I said on a previous episode, for Mind Mastery members, watch out for January 1st. We have a brand new system for you where we will be creating something every morning together. Whenever you wake up, it's going to just transform your life, your day, and your world. Guaranteed 10x success in every area of your life. I know it without a doubt, and it is going to be a game changer, let alone the new course, which you guys know about. But for everyone else, I wish you a most wonderful day. And if you want to try to apply, once again, if we cannot reply to everyone, it's because we have a big amount of people wanting to get in, and also not everyone's going to be the right fit. So Sarah will get back to those people who aren't a right fit and come up with suggestions of how you can actually become a right fit, or will refer you to some other system or strategy. But if you do want to apply, especially as we close out, because 2018 is going to be crazy big for the Mind Mastery, the elite program, where you will get your tailored experience personally. It's like another different level. But you have to go to josephclough.info/mindmastery. As you can see, the page is closed there, but there is the enrollment form. And also you can go to josephclough.info/apply, APPLY, to apply to get in. But if not, wherever you are in the world, I wish you the most wonderful festive season. I know that you are worthy and capable, and you can do whatever you desire with the right mentality. So let's go ahead and make it happen, my friends. And I'll speak to Mind Mastery members in the next couple episodes. And for everyone else, I hope to speak to you very soon, hopefully before the festive season is over, because I want to be able to help you. We've got a crazy amount of things going on. Usually Christmas time is for me to relax more, but it's non-stop. We're getting like some crazy big things happening. So I will speak to you all soon. Have the most wonderful day, and always know that you're worthy and good enough. Many thanks, and goodbye.